More than 500 ex-Boko Haram terrorists have been released from the de-radicalization, rehabilitation and reintegration camp in Malam City under Kwame local government area of Gombe State after undergoing reformation for some time at the facility. The former insurgents who passed out from the camp during a light ceremony over the weekend had embraced the Nigerian government's amnesty to lay down arms in return for rehabilitation and reintegration back to society. Chief of Defense Staff Major General Lucky Irabo, who was represented at the occasion by Major General Lambari, admonished the graduates to exhibit a high sense of responsibility by obeying, lay down rules and putting skills acquired during their time in the camp to good use. During the rehabilitation period, the ex-Boko Haram members were exposed to different skills including tailoring, shoemaking, cap making, carpentry and laundry, and are now expected to support themselves and their families by earning an income doing any of the jobs in their home communities. He said, I don't even know if they are giving money or equipment, but what I know is that during the rehabilitation they were taught different skills like tailoring, shoemaking, cap making, carpentry and laundry. The rehabilitation lasts until they are able to master a skill and accept the program in its entirety. Some individuals adapt faster than others, so there is no specific duration for the exercise. During the rehabilitation period, any individual that shows sign of not being interested in genuine reformation will be incarcerated and moved to Kuje prison. There are still so many ex-Boko Haram fighters in the camp despite the huge number of them that graduated on Saturday. It is hoped that they will put the skills acquired at the camp to good use when they get to their various communities, a worker at the rehabilitation center told Sahara reporters. In July 2020, 601 ex-Boko Haram terrorists, including 14 foreign nationals from Cameroon, Chad, and Niger, graduated from the camp after undergoing rehabilitation. According to military authorities in Nigeria, more than 8,000 Boko Haram terrorists had so far surrendered to the troops of the Nigerian army and benefited from the de-radicalization program of the government. See, let us even leave here this issue of so this Boko Haram now they call them repentance. See the way they are being treated and all of that. To me, I just feel that government is just wasting its time, because from all indications, most of these people that joined this Boko Haram, at some point the leadership of Boko Haram were going from places to places to woo these people to come and join them. They promised them heaven and earth, and a lot of people, not because they wanted to join, because majority of them who joined, they joined out of the economy that is not favorable. Because believe you me, somebody who thinks that he has a meaningful, that his life is so meaningful to him, no matter what somebody is going to use to woo him, you will not even agree to that. But because poverty use and take touch ground for that region, so any little thing like this, they will fall for it. And that's this reason, those are the things that we are talking about. Because when you talk about crime always escalates when people are not well engaged. When people are not gainfully employed, crimes is inevitable. And that is the bane of the problem, one of the bane of the problems we have in this country. People all over the place, just that the crime perpetrated in other places, differs, and it's not as grievous as what is obtainable in the north. Because if you check the unemployment rate, it's 33%, and they are not doing anything about it. The government is not doing anything about it. Believe you me, all of the things that they have learned, how is it going to be useful to them when the economy is bad in itself? The economy is bad. If really we have a system that is working, taking cognizance of things that are happening, you have data of people, believe you me, all of these things would have made sense. It would have made sense. But now they will come back to the same society. Even some of them, before they joined Boko Haram, the economy was bad, but not as bad as what we have now. Now they are coming, it's even worse. What we have now is even worse than the way they left it before coming back again. So if the country is not working, where things are not working, the economy is not booming, it's not working the way it ought to, believe me, they will go back. All this matter of oh, we are going to do this if anybody does not show genuine repentance or whatever. God now wash you. What a country. Meanwhile, freedom fighters are being caged, jailed, or killed for speaking up. Once upon a time, indeed, there was a country. We keep deceiving ourselves in Nigeria. 5,000? We are not ready to tell ourselves the truth. We can't make progress in a nation if we continue to pamper terrorists and massacre unarmed IPOB peaceful protesters. This administration doesn't do good at any time than to pamper terrorists and oppress the masses. God will judge you all. Very pathetic. Why is federal government breeding terrorists? What about their victims? What is their fate? What are they going to be benefiting? They don't talk about them, and that's another thing again. How many IDP graduate from trauma and how victims of circumstances? And again, how many of them have been able to go back to their homes? At least let them go back to their homes. Things. How many of them are even learning things in that IDP camp in the first place? The government of Saudi Arabia won't be comfortable with this horrific news coming from Nigeria when they just eliminated 81 terrorists few days ago. What is the rationale behind government spending taxpayers' money to rehabilitate, train, feed them, clothe them, and absorb terrorists back to the society when they have killed and rendered thousands orphans, widows, and beggars? But victims are in IDP camps, hungry, maltreated, and deprived of good living by these same people. Then they turn bandits or S-men and continue their horrific and barbaric act, because up till now we have not heard from or we have not heard that these bandits have repented, or they have been arrested, or they are being incarcerated. No, we have not heard such a thing. Their brothers will see this post and look the other way. Just mention IPOB. No. They will start reacting like a chemical. Okay. Reactions. The evil you pamper today will be your worst nightmare tomorrow. I wish they not what they wish themselves. Okay. Oh. Once a terrorist is always a terrorist. What about their victims? What is the fate of their victims? These are some of the questions begging for answer. It is okay as long as they remain in their region. If we see them down eastern path, I no one talk wetin their eye go see. Let people continue fooling themselves. Let them continue fooling themselves.